Hi everybody, this is Tommy G of growingdwarftrees.blogspot.com. These are my little plants that I've picked up actually almost 2 months ago. This is my first one right here. This is a super dwarf Cavendish banana. It usually will only grow up until maybe 4 feet or so. I actually ended up ordering 2 of them because they were so inexpensive. I found them on Amazon.com. And as you can see, they're actually doing pretty well. It's starting to get cold now, so they're probably not going to do much more growing for this season. Then shortly after that, I actually ended up picking up this plant right here, which is actually the Musa Basju, which is a regular size plant. It's also a banana plant, and it's probably going to grow maybe 12 feet or so, depending on, the conditions outside. But as I said, it's really cold now, so it hasn't really grown that much. But when I first got it, it was actually damaged, and I was able to nurse it back to life. As you can see, the middle leaf there is it's relatively new, and it's doing pretty well, but it hasn't grown that much lately. Basically, this was due to the shipping conditions. They had kind of bent it all over the place, so I actually complained, and I had them send me another one, and it's actually right over here. And as you can see, this one right here is in slightly better condition, and this one's actually doing okay. They're both about the same size. You can see that this leaf right here is a little bit brown. I don't know if you can see that well or not. And then after that, I actually ended up getting this little fig tree here, which is really small, hasn't really grown all that much. It's a hardy Chicago, and yeah, so it's oh, there we go. Figured out how to focus it a little bit. And yeah, so this one hasn't grown that much. It's just got a couple small little sprouts there, so it looks like it's going to try to grow a couple leaves, but nothing crazy. Let me go back to these over here since I figured out how to focus a little bit better. Yeah, see, this is the leaf that just started growing a couple days ago, and because of the cold weather, it's not opening up that quickly. And this is the other one. This leaf just grew, and then it's growing that little shoot in the middle now, which is awesome. Now, after I got these, I ended up going to Home Depot, and I saw this aloe vera, which I think is really neat. And why is that not focusing? There we go. And I got this aloe vera plant, which is a little chilly right now. It's a little cold. I don't know if it's doing well. I actually did water it a little bit, and these don't require watering for maybe two and a half weeks. So I'm just going to let it sit there. This banana plant, actually all the banana plants that I have do very well with 2 to 3 days of watering. Not heavy soaking, but just some good water, so the top of it has a little bit of water above the soil line. And then the fig tree here is well, actually right around the same. It needs some ample water every few days. I just got these. It's actually October 25th, and I've only had these for about 3 weeks or so. I had this one for about a week and a half, and the other one for about a couple days. So as you can see, I mean, they're pretty small right now, but I am going to try to document these and show you guys how they grow. Next up, I have a tangerine plant, or a tree, that's coming in, I'd say about 2 weeks. I ordered it. I'm really excited because now I can... This is actually my sunroom here. I don't know if you can see that's the door there that gets a lot of sun, south facing. This a window, couple window panes. So I actually have windows on 3 sides of this room. So I'm definitely going to get a lot of sun, a lot of bright sun during the day as much as possible. So I definitely want to have my tangerine tree here. And then I actually just ordered a top hat blueberry, a little plant as well, which actually does very well in cold weather as well. So I think that one should do really well and should definitely bloom this winter and give me some nice blueberries. So these guys are going to grow slowly from now on in. I might have to winterize them as this room does get pretty cold, and it will get pretty cold eventually. But for now, you know, these work rather well. So this is just my first attempt. I'll definitely try to make a couple more videos when I get my other plants. I will definitely post them on here. But yeah, once again, this is Tommy G from growingdwarftrees.blogspot.com. Just make sure to check in on there. I do post pictures maybe once or twice a week just to give people updates and, you know, give you guys some tips on anything.